So if I had to start everything again, there's a few things that I would be considerate of and make sure that I applied them to the journey of becoming a world champion again. This does not take into consideration a relentless work ethic. This is something that is a non-negotiable for anybody looking to reach the top of their field, no matter what the sport is. Being able to outwork your competition is something that is, like I say, a non-negotiable to reach the top of your sport. There's a saying that goes, athletes get told when to train and champions get told when to rest. So these are secondary things to a crazy work ethic. One of the first things that I'd be aware of is mindset. Your mindset and being able to deal with pressure, being able to deal with the moment, being able to perform under the lights is it's the most important thing, yeah, because I've spent a lot of time coaching and I've coached some world-class athletes, and some of them, regardless of their skill set and their physical abilities and how prepared they are for the fight, some people will just struggle to pull the trigger on the night. They can't perform when the time matters, and that is not because, as I say, it's not because of their skill, their preparation, their fitness. That all comes from the mind. So as I say, you can be a world-class athlete, not be able to put everything together on the night and not become a world champion. The mind's a funny thing, and it is the most important thing in being able to perform, I believe. Now, there's a whole list of things that go on when it comes to being able to control the mind and understanding the aspects that go into mental preparation. One of the examples is people will get nervous, for example, and they will allow those nerves to overcome them and swallow them in the moment to the point where they almost freeze. And again, you will see athletes just not perform the way that you know that they can perform. So we'll have a little dive just quickly on nerves. People get frustrated when they feel nervous or anxious before a competition, like they should not feel those emotions. They create more frustration because of those feelings arising than just accepting them. Now, when they get more frustrated by the feelings, they feed them. Because they're frustrated by the feelings, they try and ignore them. They try and almost battle with them and don't let them be there. The more that you fight them, the more that you try and push them away, the more you're going to feed them and give them power. A real simple thing to this is to understand that they're going to come regardless. They're part of what we're doing. You're getting locked into a cage or you're getting put in a ring with another person who is there to take you out, knock you unconscious, hurt you, you know. So the nerves of the consequences that can come from it, the embarrassment that can come from losing, and all these kind of things are what's going to create the nerves. But all of these things together means that we're always going to feel those emotions. So instead of getting frustrated with them, trying to push them to the side and ultimately feeding them and letting them, you give them power. And when you give them power, that's when they become bigger and they swallow you. So you just accept that they're always going to be there. Like when you go swimming, you're going to get wet. You just accept the fact that you're going to get wet when you go swimming. Accept the fact that when you go into these environments, you're going to feel nerves. So just accept them and allow them to move. It's like they will pass like thoughts do. If anybody ever has competed, you will know the second that you touch gloves and you start competing, there is no more nerves. They've gone, okay? So it's only in the build-up. But the nerves and the build-up is what's going to build up the big ball of energy and give you an adrenaline dump when you don't control them. And if you do struggle with not being able to sit with the feelings, there's a lot of breath work that you can do. People, one example, like a Sam Harris has things on YouTube's meditations through breath work, and it allows you to understand how to connect with your breath and almost put all your focus into breathing, and you allow thoughts to pass. Now, thoughts and feelings are essentially the same. They are also going to pass the same way that thoughts do. So when you become in tune with your breathing, say you come into an overwhelming moment like a competition, you can go back to your breath and allow these feelings to pass. Allow the thoughts to pass, because the thoughts can also link and create the feelings, you know. So it's like being in a position where you know that these things are going to be happening and just accepting them, as opposed to fighting them and giving them power. Controlling the mindset would definitely be one. The second is controlling the small things. As professional athletes, most people got into the sport because of their love of the sport. So majority of professional athletes love training. So everybody's training hard and everybody's training a lot. So discipline to me is not about training. If I have to train 2-3 times a day throughout the week, that to me is not discipline, because I'm doing something that I love every day. That's not hard. There's no resistance to that, so it don't require any discipline, you know. There is days, obviously, when you feel a little bit lower and you do have to drag yourself there, but ultimately you're still doing something that you love. Is your nutrition correct? Are you fueling yourself with good foods, whole foods, things that are gonna positively affect your performance? Not just finishing training, burning a load of calories, eating a load of garbage food, and getting away with just being at an okay weight. You're looking to optimize your diet to fuel your performance, and being able to do that when there's nobody telling you that they're the things that you have to do. So 24/7, 365 throughout the camp, are you optimizing your diet? That to me is one of the things. Are you taking full control of your sleeping schedule? Because again, we're looking at performance factors. Sleep is going to be one of the biggest things. So are you properly recovered to go into all of these training sessions? Again, nobody's telling you when to go to bed. Nobody's telling you when to turn the TV off, to avoid the nightclubs, to stay in, get a good schedule. These are the little things that are going to require discipline. And then the third thing would be to study. So what do I mean by study? Studying what the greats do, the small details, watching tape, seeing the positions that they're going in, what timing they're using, what techniques they're using, what's effective, what isn't effective, studying what the coaches are calling for, why they're calling for it. This is where you're going to start building a fight IQ and understand the hows and the whys to what people are doing. And from this, you're going to understand situations a lot better and ultimately grow your game. I mean, even in today's age, you've got instructionals everywhere from world-class fighters. And obviously I have my own academy where, I mean, people can have access to elite coaching, plethora of elite training programs taught by world champions, elite coaches. So you can go back and know the things that you're doing are correct. And it's almost like you have a tape to judge things off to see if you're moving in the right direction. They seem real small details and small things, these three things, but again, to me, these are the things that actually require discipline, not necessarily the training. It will be understanding the mindset so you can actually perform, taking control of the small things so you're optimizing your performance every day, and then studying to build the fight IQ so you're leveraging your game not just physically but mentally as well. And they're the three things that I pass down to the students that I teach now and would give the advice to anybody looking to come up to the top of their field. If you enjoyed the video, just hit the subscribe button, you know, it helps us a lot. Shameless plug, we've got the Ben Woods Academy. There's videos on mindset, technique, fitness, nutrition, everything that you need to up your game and develop your skill set. And wicked guys, catch you next time.